What's up, YouTube? I'm your Jackalope here, Rob Ricks. I'm here at the Maxpedition booth, and we are going to take a look at their 2016 offering at SHOT Show 2016. They have made some massive improvements, and we're going to go ahead and look at some of those right now.
Hi viewers, I'm Tim Tang, President of Maxpedition. We're here to show you some new products. In 2016, Maxpedition launches the Advanced Gear Research line. Here you see our Ripcord backpack, our new double shoulder backpack. This is our Grit Flux sling bag. This is the Edge Peak sling bag, ambidextrous. We have the Wolf Spur, crossbody. For Advanced Gear Research, Maxpedition drilled down to the component and material level. So we developed new materials, new hardware, new components that we're using on the new products that nobody else has. The design was also refined. We're using a lot of inlays. So you have fabric, you have loop fields, you have our logos, and a lot of other details that are inlaid into fabric. And that creates overall a very sleek looking product.
Thank you. Now we're going to go ahead and take a closer look at some of these bags, at least some of the base components. There's a lot of the components that have carried it over into every single one of the bags, and that's the amazing things that Maxpedition has done to, in my mind, reinvent the product offering. Outstanding. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at some of these.
So this is our positive grip zipper pulls. This design is designed ground up from Maxpedition. All this contouring and designing, we did that in-house.
It's very innovative. It's very natural feeling.
The idea is that whether you are pulling this way, whether you grab the zipper pull this way, or if you put your finger inside and pull it with one finger, it feels natural. And there's actually two little nubs here that when you put your finger inside, it actually locks your finger in.
Very nice.
So it's very ergonomic, very well designed.
I love the attention to detail. You even have like the little lock right here where somebody could put like a little padlock or something on there to lock it in if they're traveling or something.
Right, exactly. Like all Maxpedition products since the beginning, we use genuine YKK zippers. These are number 10 YKK zippers with kissing sliders, and they're lockable. Here you see our handle construction.
Yes.
This is the shape-shift webbing that Maxpedition developed, again from ground up with our webbing supplier. You'll see that the construction is extremely reinforced. You have a bar tack here, followed by a box and X. The webbing then gets tucked under this layer of 1000. There's 2 rows of stitching, and finally at the end, a stainless steel rivet.
Wow, there's no way that's breaking. Yeah. You know what else caught my attention right off the bat was these little, almost like beehive texture design here. Right. It's very nice.
This is actually a custom fabric that Maxpedition developed with our fabric mill. Nobody else has this fabric. It's a 500 denier hexagon ripstop.
It is amazing.
So
I love it.
Mix the 500 denier with our tried and true 1000 denier nylon in very strategic positions in order to balance the weight as well as create a nice breakup of texture.
Yes, and it really looks nice. Let's talk a little bit about, let's see, the Molly. This is different.
Correct. This is different. Traditional Molly, we reinterpreted. This is a TPU nylon panel of composite. We cut it, and we cut slots and voids into it, and the configuration of this exactly matches up with legacy Molly. So regardless of when your Molly pouch was created, it's fully compatible with the system. This material is weather resistant, UV resistant, heat resistant, so it's extremely tough.
I was going to ask you how durable this was going to be, just because it looks so simplistic and thin, but yet when I was playing and pulling on it, it's very snug and
this
durable.
is actually 1mm material, so it's extremely thick. It's not flimsy at all, and compared to legacy Molly, which is a piece of webbing that's sewn into the ends with dividers, you can see there's a lot more stitching, circular reinforcements, corner reinforcements. There's a lot more stitching that goes into this, hold this thing on very securely. We made sure that between each channel that there's plenty of stitching, both linear as well as the circular bar tacks. So
I like that too. Yeah.
Weave your pouch in here, it's not going to lift up and balloon out or anything like that. It's fully integrated.
And even the design aspects of the stitching here and here, it's just like the design aesthetics that you put into these bags are amazing.
Right, we are using circular elements for advanced gear research. So you see dimples here on the corners of the rigid EVA pocket.
Yep.
And that gets carried through here with the large corner bar tacks and the smaller reinforcement bar tacks. You also see that carried over in the circular stainless steel rivets, and then some backpack reinforcements as well that the circular elements carry.
Yes, outstanding. And I even noticed that, I don't know if the original Maxpedition had this kind of a swivel on the button assembly here.
Right, this is a swivel hardware, so the stabilizer strap connects with the swivel, and the idea is that you could undo it very quickly because this pack is designed so you can actually undo this and swing this to the front of your body. So it's a nice piece of hardware. Another nice feature about the Advanced Gear Research line is that we are making about the Advanced Gear Research line is that we are making materials and components specific to a product. So here you see a very, very nice design detail, and let me explain it to you. We had a design issue here where we wanted to transition between a 1.5" side release buckle to a quick adjustable sternum strap or stabilizer strap, which was 25 millimeters. So instead of using two pieces of webbing and trying to figure out some way to connect it, or using kind of transitional hardware, we actually created a custom piece of webbing that actually tapers from 38 millimeters to 25 millimeters specifically to resolve this design issue.
Got you. So it went from thicker down to thinner.
Exactly. So this is a custom component that only we have, that was especially designed to for this area of the pack.
I noticed also that the straps have a very kind of silky texture to it, as opposed to some other straps that I felt in the past that were kind of more abrasive and yeah, just abrasive. This just has a very pleasant feel to it.
So globally, for the entire Advanced Gear Research product line, Maxpedition uses 4-bar nylon seatbelt webbing for all of our flat webbing. So whether it's 1.5" like here, or whether it's 1" like in this location, it's made of the 4-bar. 4 bars that you can see that there's 4 bars going across it. 4-bar seatbelt webbing. So this is very, very soft, and we did that for 2 reasons. This sleeker webbing adjusts a lot more easily, so you don't have to fight when you want to cinch something down. The other reason is that whenever it contacts your skin, it's so soft.
Yes, yeah, I saw that. That was pretty cool. The only other one that I saw that was kind of interesting, I think it was on the bigger bags, they have another handle. I think it's on the side there, that is very soft and has like a spongy feel. It's opposite of this one right here.
Right. And
that's on the bigger bag. That's right.
Right. This is our Iron Storm Adventure Travel Bag.
That one's cool.
There's a reasoning to why we did that.
Love all the handles. Yep.
Shape-shift webbing handle here on the ends. Yep. On top and on the ends again. We envision these handles to be used more for luggage maneuvering. So when you pick this up, throw it in the back of your trunk. Right. You would grab onto these handles. They're made of very, very tough webbing. And the handle that you just mentioned is this handle. Yes. So this is actually a differently constructed handle where you have the 4-bar seatbelt webbing. Yep. And you have a nice padded neoprene handle. This is the handle actually when you have the pack slung across your shoulder, you would be carrying it this way. Yes. So we built this handle this way because we see it being used for more extended periods of times, whereas these handles are used for quick maneuvering activities.
Yes, and I really, really appreciated that because I just finished doing a bunch of traveling, and so when I was carrying and it was cutting into my hands, I was like, I wish it had that handle.
For Advanced Gear Research, Maxpedition also introduces 6 new pouches. This is the DEP. With all of our new pouches, they are going to come standard with our tactile polymer joining clips. And this is a piece of hardware that I invented. It's currently patent pending. Basically, it works just like a traditional MOLLE strap. You feed it into this channel here, and basically we weave the tail through the MOLLE or through our modular attachment lattice, and at the end clip it in. The advantage of this design over many of our competitors is our competitors require a special tool or some kind of a thing to pry the end open to get this open. With this, we have a double locking device. So in order to open it, you can just do it by hand. All you do is lift it and you push down.
Nice. It opens. Very nice.
So our tactile polymer joining clips will come in 2 sizes. This is the PJC5. There's a smaller one called the PJC3. Okay. And again, they're going to become standard with our pouches. We'll also have them for sale separately.
Awesome. And these are also removable, so if anybody's wondering and it wasn't obvious, you can detach these off of there if you just plan on making this like an EDC without carrying it.
Yeah, this just comes out like this.
Yep.
So it's removable and user replaceable.
Awesome.
So here's another look at our larger bag. And I want to use this bag to actually show off our interior. So, regardless of the exterior of the bag, wow, this is our grayscale interior.
Look at the patterning in there too.
So, grayscale interior has this light gray liner. The light gray liner, you just noticed, it has this very, very fine repeating hexagon, almost like a hologram effect.
Yeah, I see that.
This is a nice little attention to detail, but also we see it as a counterfeit, anti-counterfeit measure.
Very smart.
So, you know how they put holograms on money and stuff like that. So this is sort of our little anti-counterfeit measure.
Nice.
2 zip-up dividers. There is a compression bit. Compress down your clothing. Here's another material we developed from the ground up with our mesh supplier this time.
Look at that.
This is most mesh actually has a whole bunch of holes in it.
Yeah.
So when you stitch through it, sometimes your stitch goes through material, sometimes it goes through air. So
you could have a point of failure.
You have a point of failure.
That's right.
Easily. So this is a solid piece of fabric. It's also breathable. Between the main weave, there's also a very, very fine weave. So the entire thing is actually a solid piece of fabric.
Amazing.
So we use this throughout the whole line.
That's awesome. That is very, very. There is absolutely no attention to detail missed here. I mean, this is just. So if anyone's wondering, you know, why go Maxpedition, it's like you get what you pay for. If you need something that you need to depend on, pay the money. If you go for a cheap knockoff like I've done in the past, I've had failures that sucked really bad. Gear everywhere, embarrassed. But this is amazing. So I really appreciate you taking the time to share this and show it to the fans. I just want to say thanks. This was a mind-blowing experience for me. Usually I have a whole lot to say. Sometimes I have something negative to say. This is one of the few times I'm happy to say I don't really have anything negative to say about the product offerings from Maxpedition. So if you're wondering, you know, if you're looking at some of these other competitions and you're looking at Maxpedition, I think this review explains why you want to go with Maxpedition. So that's it for now, guys. If you like it, please subscribe. Until next time, please be good to each other. Thank you. I've had a few days to think about my visit with Maxpedition. I have to say that I'm highly impressed. I think with all the innovations and all the attention to detail that they've done, this is definitely a game changer. I definitely think everybody should take a really close look at the quality, the innovations, and the just amazing reinvention that Maxpedition has done. One thing that was apparent to me was Tim's drive and ambition to bring the absolute best quality products to market that he possibly can. And I think that passion and determination is showing in the product offering. So thanks again for Maxpedition for allowing me to do the interview, and I look forward to more stuff that they come out with.